social media Instagram tips. In this video, I'm going to share with you a few of my tips for getting started on Instagram. I actually haven't been on Instagram that long. Let me scroll through my profile and I will show you the first post that I did. I have to admit, I was very confused with Instagram for a while because Instagram you can only use from your mobile device. And so right now I'm showing you it on my iPhone, but you can see on this picture in the top right hand corner on the white, it says 14 weeks. So that was the first time I joined Instagram. And since then you can see I've posted quote graphics, I have some selfies, some different images. Here I'm promoting my live webinar that you can see here. I created a little video. You can put short videos on Instagram, and that was really cool. But I wanted to share with you a few tips that I learned when I was first setting up my Instagram account. So tip number one is to customize your profile. So you can see I put little icons in front of my and behind my name, and then I put my title, author coach. Now what you can do, and then I put author, speaker, author coach, and so forth. What you can do to customize your title and your bio is to create it in a text message first. So you'll create it in a text message with all your little icons, and then you'll copy and paste it into Instagram. You cannot add these icons from within Instagram. You can also not add, separate lines and spaces. Otherwise, it will just look all together. So if you want to allow your profile to stand out a little bit, that is a big tip on your profile. Another thing is to have a variety of images. So I do quote graphics, and then I do, like I said, selfies. Here's one about my business. And then I also do some personal ones. This was a race my husband was at. And then you can give tips and advice. This was something I was promoting for a friend, how to promote your book on Instagram. And so, what you want to do is come up with content buckets. And I'm still getting, used to this, but I'm going to show you real quick on Evernote what I have. So I have a notebook in Evernote called Quotes, and in it I have what to post. So I have different content buckets I can post. I post on inspiration, motivation, personal things, so help my followers get to know me and establish my personal brand, tips on writing and publishing, and then quotes from my new book, and it has been published now. This was, written a while ago. I can share quotes from my book, and then occasionally share my free opt-in video series and other free things I have on shelleyhitz.com. Now, what I have done is I've actually created different quotes. So I have quotes on faith, quotes on humor, quotes on general business tip, inspiration that is mine, that I can quote myself. And what I've done is I've gotten all of these quotes. So this is your tip number 3. Tip number 1 was customize your profile. Tip number 2 is to have different content buckets and different types of content that you're sharing. Tip number 3 is to keep something on your phone that has quotes. So what I did with this is I took quotes from books that I was reading, and I just copied and pasted them into this document on Evernote. Then I always have quotes that I can choose from. And I make sure to notice, like if I scroll down, you'll see this line right here indicates the ones that I have. Anything after that I haven't posted yet. So that way I can know. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is when you're posting on Instagram, you can use hashtags. I have created a note within Evernote that has all my hashtags in here. And then what I can do is I can just say, let's see, I can come here and I can press and hold and press select all and then copy. And then I can come back over to Instagram. And what I like to do is I like to come down in the comments and put all of my hashtags in the comments. And you can just press the little discussion bubble, and then you can see I already did it for this particular image, but I just then come into Instagram and do paste, and it will then show all of my hashtags in the comment. That was tip number 4. One of the reasons I recommend doing that is because then it doesn't clog up your description with all your hashtags, but you're still discoverable on Instagram. People can find you through different hashtags because it's like a search list. So if I click on quotes to live by, you can just scroll down all of these quote images. And because my image was in there, it would end up showing up in this list, and people may end up finding me. And what I'm noticing is happening is every day I'm getting several new followers organically. And I think they're finding me through these hashtags. So your final tip is that when you're posting to Instagram, you can also post to Facebook, your Facebook profile or your Facebook page. I like to post to my Facebook page. Since Facebook owns Instagram, they tend to promote your posts on Facebook a little more that you send from Instagram. And that's one of the reasons also that I don't put all of my hashtags in my Instagram description, because I don't want those on Facebook. So let me just show you real quick what I mean by taking the image I created this morning and acting as if I'm going to post it again. So what I would do is I would write a caption there, and then all I have to do is click this Facebook image or Facebook text there, and then I click share, and that will automatically share this image both to Instagram and to Facebook in one click. I love doing that because it's a time saver and it automatically goes onto my Facebook page, business page. But also, like I said, Facebook does seem to tend to give priority to posts that are done through Instagram. So I've shared a lot with you. If you need to, go back and rewatch this video again just to get the feel. Instagram is kind of hard to get used to at first. Now, as authors, remember, I don't recommend that you have to be on every social media platform. Choose one or two. If you have an audience that is younger, or if you have an audience that's very visually oriented, Instagram may be a great place for you. I like to go ahead and post my things on Instagram as well as my other social media platforms, but not everyone needs to do everything. This is Shelley Hitz showing you some social media Instagram tips in this video. Leave me a comment and let me know, are you on Instagram? And if so, come follow me, Shelley.Hitz, and I'll follow you back.